Now, in terms of the Tupac story, and growing up in the Bay, everyone that I knew was following Tupac from, Digital Underground, same song. He dropped his first album, and people liked him, but a lot of people didn't really see the big picture and the full potential in the beginning. And what a lot of people felt was sort of the turning point in terms of how people viewed Tupac was the situation in Atlanta where he ended up shooting the two white cops.
Basically, a an a intoxicated off-duty police officer was harassing someone,
A black kid.
a black kid. Pac said something to him. Pac was in the car with the homies, like two cars, and they chose to come to the car and engage, and Pac wasn't the type of dude to back down, and they broke the passenger window, I think. The cop broke the passenger window, and they got shot in the ass.
Now, Edie, you were actually there when it happened. Can you talk about that night and what happened exactly?
I mean, he had a show. It's homecoming. Had a show at Clark, Atlanta. We was already living in Atlanta, so he was coming through with a few people that was already, on the road and pretty known for traveling with him. And he was like, "Yo, I got a show at Clark, and we're gonna go do the show. Y'all be ready." Nothing out of the normal. And so we went and did the show. Show was a success. We coming back, celebratory mood. Everybody looking forward to the night's festivities. And when we pull up to the hotel, really couldn't see what was going on, but it looked like a fight. And as we got closer, we seen it was two white guys jumping a black dude. You know what I mean? And initially it was just like, y'all get out the way. We trying to park because they was right in front of the entranceway of the hotel we was pulling up into, and it was just about, trying to get them out the way. And then upon further inspection, you see they kicking this dude's ass, really, you know what I'm saying? They working him over. They giving him the business, and immediately, Pac just jumped out the car, and per the usual, whenever he jumped out, everybody was gonna jump out. That's just how it went. And so, but we got a caravan. We got a caravan of cars. It's about 7, 8 cars coming with us. So everybody's walking up. Pac was in the lead car, so everybody's coming up, you know what I mean, to see what the fuck is going on. And by the time we actually get up there, this is when, a gun comes out and is pointing at Pac's sternum.
Okay, so one of the white guys pulls out a gun
Yeah.
at Pac. So what, Pac runs in and tries to break it up, or?
I mean, he was running in, basically, I don't know what his mind, his thought process, but I'm assuming, because I know him the way I know him, he wasn't just going to ride past that and just be like, all right, that's on, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hope you figure it out, homie. So, like I said, we was coming up from a long caravan, so couldn't really hear a lot of the dialogue, but, they was going back and forth. And like I said, a gun came out, you know what I'm saying, from one of the white dudes. Now, at the time, we don't know the cops. They just two white boys beating up a black
Right,
dude.
because they're off duty.
Right. They were off duty. It's not like they was in uniforms and none of that. So, a gun come out, you know what I'm saying? And Pac pulled up a shirt and was like, "Thug life, motherfucker, shoot." You know what I mean? And that just stopped the cop in his tracks. He didn't know what to do at that point. So he was standing next to Pac's car, brand new BMW 750 he had just bought, and he just broke the window with the butt of the gun.
The cop broke
Yeah.
Pac's window.
Yeah, with the butt of the gun, and then turned around and started running. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history.
Well, Pac ended up pulling out his gun
Exactly.
and shooting at the two white off-duty cops.
Yeah, exactly.
Shot both of them.
Got down on one knee.
Oh, he actually got, because I heard he had been,
Pop.
I'd heard that before that he was going to the gun range a lot and practicing a lot.
Always.
Always.
You know what I mean? Always. We all went to the gun range, you know what I mean? That's how we relaxed. That's how we passed the time, you know what I mean? And he was definitely a cool shot, a good shot. 3 shots, bang, bang, bang. 2 of them hit.
Okay. He shot 3 times and I think one of the cops got shot in the ass. Mm-hmm. The other one got shot, what, in the leg or something?
I don't remember.
Okay. So, did the white cops shoot at Pac?
No.
No, they just broke. They just broke his glass.
They pulled a gun out on him. One of
Yeah.
them did and pointed it at him.
Yeah.
I seen that with my own eyes, and broke the window of the BMW, and then turned around and ran.
Okay. Diamond D was there too.
Diamond D was there.
Right. So Pac shot both these guys. Mm-hmm. Then what happened?
I mean, at the time, we didn't even know the bullets hit because they had got a pretty good run.
Oh, so he shot them from long range.
Yeah.
Damn,
This
okay.
was not close range at all. So you know what I mean. We actually, after it was over, it was like, I wonder if I hit him. You know what I mean? And a couple people like, nah, you ain't hit him. You ain't that good a shot like that. Come on, stop it. You ain't get that. You know what I mean? And it was just, the night continued. I remember he had just did Dear Mama, and he was really excited about the potential of that record. It wasn't the version that we all know. It was a little bit.
So this was before Me Against the World came out. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
So he had just did that record, and he was real excited about it, and we just went up and listened to that record, and you know what I mean, just chilled out, smoked, chilling, whatever, the normal routine after shows. And shit.
So you're telling me a group of black guys in the South were not freaked out at this point that Pac had just shot two white guys?
Like I said, we didn't know
in the South.
We didn't know they was hit.
Oh, okay, but still shot at two white guys in the South in a historically racist part of the country.
It though, they was beating up a dude. They pulled out a gun first, so
right. But still, how many times have you seen
not many.
a black man do something in self-defense and end up going to prison for life?
I mean, black dudes, they kill each other, man. They ain't out here shooting at no white boys. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you guys went back to the studio. All good.
Hotel.
The hotel. Chilled, laughed it off essentially, and then the news comes out that these two were cops. Mm. How did Pac take it when he found that out?
I don't really know because towards the end of the night, we left and went back to the house in Georgia, and he stayed at the hotel. And we got the word that the cops was at the hotel, and he was arrested.
Oh, so they picked him up the same night?
Nah, later the next day.
The next day. Yeah. Okay, so the next day he got picked up, charged, and then he finds out that they were cops.
Right.
How did he feel at that point?
I'm really not sure, man, because he was locked up. You know what I'm saying? And I think once he got bail, he had to go to New York. He was on trial in New York, and everything was, that was a hectic month because that's also the month where he was robbed and shot at Quad as well. You know what I'm saying? I think that happened like a month later. So shortly after he made bail and got out of jail, Pac pretty much went back to New York to continue to do what he was doing. I don't know if he was working on a movie or, he was working. So I don't really know how he felt, but I know,
that's a crazy situation, man.
It was like,
what the fuck,
Stressed out.
That situation could have took him to a whole different place if it went a different route.
Okay.
But at the time, you gotta remember he was fighting like 12 to 13 cases at that time.
Right.
So at that point, it was just like another one. It was just like
terrible.
Here go another one.
I remember me and Be Legit. We did a talk at UC Berkeley about Tupac because I had just dropped a Tupac mixtape, and he was Be Legit was friends with Tupac, and he was telling me how during that time, Pac was wearing silver jewelry, and telling people it was platinum, because he was so broke from all the lawyers' fees, from fighting all these cases, from trying to fight all these cases that he literally couldn't afford. He was wearing fake jewelry. I mean, not fake, but silver jewelry because it was like.
I don't really remember that, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Be Legit, that's the homie. You know what I mean? I love that, but I don't remember Pac ever having silver jewelry on post his record deal.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
He was spending a lot of money on lawyers.
He was definitely spending a whole shitload of money on lawyers, but remember, he got robbed, and shot for his gold diamond encrusted cross and the Rolex, and you know what I mean? So he still had his pieces, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. So he gets charged with the shooting of these two officers, but then it never actually makes it to court, right?
Right.
Because it was proven that they were drinking.
I mean, it was proven that they was drinking, that the gun that they had pulled out was from another case they had got out of evidence.
Right.
Out of the evidence locker.
So it was a
or
stolen
whatever.
gun, essentially.
Yeah.
He got lucky to shoot the crooked cops.
They was basically, some dirty dudes.
Yeah.
And at that point, and I remember reading a lot of articles, I think maybe even Jada Pinkett was talking about this, how for a black man to shoot two white cops in the South and to walk away from it, like the effects in the black community were immense from that. Is that a fair statement?
I mean, after that definitely put him on legendary status. You know what I mean? A living legend after that, It was a lot of different incidences that were kind of smaller, but on the same level that never really got, publicized. So, he was already a superhero to us, you know what I mean? Even being our brother, you know what I'm saying? I was pretty impressive to have the wherewithal to do that because, to be honest with you, it was some cats around, street certified cats around Pac and carrying guns and all of that froze that day. You know what I mean? Pac literally was the only dude that reacted.
Oh, so there was other people with guns who just didn't do nothing.
It was, I put it to you like this, it was other dudes around that you would expect to be the ones
Who was probably there to hold him
you
down
know what I
for
mean?
different situations.
And Pac was the one that reacted first.
Wow.
It could have went another way, man. You know what I mean? That shit.
Yeah, it could have. They could have shot.
Yeah.
They could have shot when he pulled up his shirt and said, thug life and all
Or
that.
they could have been not dirty cops, and he could have got sent away for, the rest of half his damn life. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
easy.
He got lucky, man.
Oh, easy. In Georgia,
He got
forget
lucky.
about it.
Super lucky.
Yeah, they were still, had the Confederate flag up at the time and the whole nine.
Cops had it out for him after that too, man.
Oh, so you think after that, that's when sort of the animosity between the police and Tupac really elevated?
No, you gotta understand, he come from a Black Panther foundation, so, just his last name alone is like, come from wanted posters and
His
shit
mother
like that.
defeated
you know
the
what I
New
mean?
York judicial system
Right.
by herself, so he was kind of already on the radar
Yeah.
Yeah.
long before.
That
what
kind of
happened
shit
in
though,
Atlanta.
with celebrity and beating that, it got hectic after that, I'm sure.